Remember last August, just before the Democratic National Convention, California Congressman Eric Swalwell, he's one of the strongest voices of conviction to be found in Congress, well, he debuted a political ad that just blew up social media. You might remember this.
I love you. Have a great day at school.
Dictator on day one.
There will have to be some form of punishment for women.
Roe vs. Wade was terminated. Fire, fury, bloodbath. Now get in.
You know what, honey? I'm gonna drive you today.
Besides, can convicted felons even drive school buses?
If you wouldn't trust him with your kid, why would you trust him with your country?
Now, if you like that, you're gonna love this, because today we have the newest, latest, greatest ad from Swalwell and his terrific team of Hollywood storytellers that is just off the charts great. You gotta see it. We're gonna run it. But before we do, it's a fantastic spot. Let's just take a positive second to consider the source of its inspiration. I mean, keep in mind, in Congress, Eric Swalwell is not to be messed with.
Before anyone else on the other side saddles up and gets on their high legal horses, I just want to remind the committee that the chairman is 754 days into his own subpoena defiance. Attorney General, let's set the facts straight here. And my job is to kind of lead an intervention for my colleagues. I think they need it. The Attorney General did not prosecute Donald Trump in New York. It was the result of Donald Trump's choices. Donald Trump chose to live in New York. He chose to commit his crimes in New York. He was afforded a right to be tried by his neighbors, jurors, in New York. He chose that jury in New York, working with his counsel, and they chose to make him a 34-time over convicted felon. But some of the choices the department has made in the recent years is that the president that was first appointed, that Donald Trump appointed the U.S. attorney who is investigating the current president's son. Donald Trump appointed John Durham, who investigated the wild claims made by this committee during the Russia investigation. And Donald Trump appointed Robert Hur, who was kept on by the Biden administration. Also, you have the right in our country to aid yourself in your own defense and talk to investigators. You also have a right not to. Mr. Attorney General, did Donald Trump sit down for an interview in the Mueller investigation?
I actually don't know, but I'm not going to comment on other investigations.
He didn't.
Intervention being the operative word, as you're about to see. So let's get to today's amazing video. I think you'll like it. I hope you'll share it. And here's why. You know, I had a company in Hollywood for 30 years, and we created tons of ads. We won lots of awards. John Miller, the retired NBC exec who just told the world the truth about Trump and The Apprentice from his insider's point of view, he was a huge icon in that world. Well, and likewise, I think I have some valuable perspective to share about what we're about to show you today. So here are my notes. It's great, compelling, funny, and effective. It uses perfectly cast actors to convey its vital message. It draws viewers in because of the relatable situation. But at the same time, it rewards our attention with a killer payoff. I think it's about to go viral. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And in the meantime, let's all go to our safe place before it's too late.
We were so worried.
They're eating the dogs.
He wasn't making any sense.
The people come in. They're eating the cats.
And he just kept getting worse.
They did dumps. That's what they call them, dumps. Big, massive dumps.
Gross.
In Michigan and Pennsylvania. All over.
We had to do something.
They will take the life of the child in the 9th month. Even after birth, they'll execute the baby.
You sound crazy right now.
Then a friend told us there was somewhere he could get the help he so desperately needed, called A Place for Trump.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Now he has round-the-clock support and can enjoy the things he loves, like eating cheeseburgers and rage posting at 3 a.m.
I know windmills very much, and they're driving the whales, I think, a little batty.
Sure.
So this November, let's vote to put him in A Place for Trump, because we all know he belongs in a home, just not this one.
I have concepts of a plan.
Of course you do.
The vernacular of advertising is a dying language, it would seem, yet one we all grew up speaking fluently. Now, what Eric Swalwell did with A Place for Trump is really quite brilliant, because while the situation is comedically exaggerated, nothing that the Trump character says is. It's pretty much verbatim. And that's why he just can't have the keys anymore.